What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm going to cover 8 things that you need to be sure to bring here to Ecuador especially when you're moving here or planning on staying here for a longer period of time, like months or more. Right? This is going to be important for you. Number 1 is shoes, right? Especially name brand tennis shoes like Nikes or whatever are often 2 or 3 times more expensive down here in Ecuador. And if you try to go the cheap route and buy Chinese knockoffs like I did once, I got into a basketball game with my cheap knockoffs. To give you an idea, 1 cut is all I did, and the whole sole completely broke in half of those cheap Chinese knockoffs. So don't do that to your feet or your ankles. So don't go that route, and make sure you bring all the shoes you're going to need when you do move down here to Ecuador, at least for a year or two, however long it is until you go back, say, to North America or Europe, where you can get decent footwear less expensively again. Number 2, next thing you want to be sure to bring here is any name brand makeup. That's important to you because down here it's probably way more expensive if you can even find it. Same goes for perfumes and colognes, often double the price or even triple comparatively to North America or Europe down here in Ecuador, just due to the import tariffs and the general lack of availability. So something to think about before you come. Bring that stuff with you. Number 3, plus size clothing. As you can imagine, Ecuadorians are way smaller than most North Americans and Europeans on average. So finding plus size clothing just can be difficult. So make sure you bring any of that down with you when you come. Number 4, delicacy items like high thread count sheets can be difficult to find in Ecuador, and if you do find them, very expensive. So make sure that you bring that luxury top-notch items with you when you come. Number 5, I kind of grouped this all in one, right? Cell phones, Apple products in general, electronics in general. You want to bring that down to Ecuador because sure, you can find that stuff down here cheaply, but it's not going to be the same quality and name brand that you could buy in North America for the same price. Number 6, a lot of gringos I meet who live down here complain about this, but you can bring a lot with you, and that's specialty cheeses. Right? You can find a lot of cheese in Ecuador, and I find it pretty decent cheese, but if you want specialty cheeses like a really hard cheddar or something like that, you might want to bring a whole stash of it down with you to last you until you head back to the States or the Canada for the next time. You can freeze it and it lasts longer. Number 7, specialty sports equipment or extreme sports equipment. You want to bring that down to Ecuador because down here, like say an inflatable kayak, a good one, or a fishing rod, any of that type of stuff is going to be super pricey down here in Ecuador. So you just want to make sure you bring it with you. You might not think it's a huge deal, but there's a huge price difference of sunblock and insect repellent. You're going to need this from day one depending on where you are in Ecuador, but you're going to need it almost for sure. And prices down here can be 2 or 3 times more than what you can get at, say, at Walmart back in North America on sunblock and name brand insect repellent. I'm not completely convinced on the cheap stuff you can buy down here in Ecuador, but the name brand stuff 2, 3, 4 times more expensive than what you'd pay back in, say, a Walmart for that off. Anyway, I'm Mr. Second Passport. Those are 8 things you better be sure to bring to Ecuador when moving here or planning on staying longer term. Take care.